Alright, so today we're going to show you how admins trade work. Some of you guys might be doing big trades, some players might be new to trading and they don't have enough references to do a trade. So this is one of your alternatives on doing online trades. What you usually do is get in contact with an admin, someone who's pretty trusted, someone who has a lot of references and you feel comfortable doing trades with. You get into a conversation with player A, player B. Both players agree on what they're sending. As an example, I'm going to be player A. I'm going to be sending in 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons.
And I'm going to be sending in 2 crush cards as for a trade.
And there you go. So once each player agreed and the admin knows what each player is going to be sending him, the admin then gives the players the address to where the cards are going to be sent to. Once that is, both players go ahead and package the trades up, then they send them out. They both send out to the admin. Once that happens, the admin is going to go ahead and receive the trades. He is also going to confirm that the trades are correct from each player. In this case, player A sent in 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons and player B is sending in 2 Crush Card Viruses. Now once the admin go ahead and verify with each player that he's received the trades, check the condition of the cards on each card, make sure each of them is in the correct condition that both players agreed on. He's going to go ahead and tell them. Once that happens, he's going to get the OK from each player. He's going to also repackage them and send them out to the correct player. So in this case, player A's Blue Eyes White Dragon is going to go to player B. And then the Crush Card Viruses sent from player B are going to go to player A. And there you go. Admin trade has been completed. He's going to go ahead and send these out, confirm with each player, and your admin trade is complete.
There's some alternatives to trading because we don't want to send people basic sleeves in case the mailers bend or try to bend the card. You know how mail is, they'll toss it around. So we suggest using a hardcover.
This is always best when you want to send in, high rarity trades or any trades in general, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't really trust the mail service, so I try to do as much protection I can in any trade. A lot of times players do forget to, I like to tape over my little top loader, because sometimes in the mail, with mailing and airplanes and all that, the top of the card will be bumped out, and as you can see, just from me bumping it, it's coming out of the sleeve, and you don't want a $50, $60 card to get bent while being shipped, even though you took the proper precautions by putting it in a hard sleeve.
We also should suggest to multi-sleeve it just in case. I would say 2 sleeves. You could use a regular Yu-Gi-Oh sleeve plus a Magic sleeve or a Pokemon sleeve. Overlay them with the card in the middle. With the hardcover, you're getting, in case something leaks in, it'll stop it right away in case it's raining, any liquid.
True.
And it'll stop the dirt or anything from getting on the card. It's just a simple another precaution because you don't want to ship out a $60 to $150 card and something wrong with it happen to it. It wouldn't be the sender's fault or anybody's fault except for the mailers or the shipping service.
And a lot of times I do see players going to the actual post office and buying the post office envelopes. I I don't do that just because the post office kind of overvalues their envelopes. So what I do is I just go to the dollar store and I buy, just a regular kind of envelope package. They also do have bubble wrap packages for $1. So I mean that beats whatever the post office kind of sells, because like in this one, this is $1 and it comes with 8 of these envelopes. You can pretty much put as many cards as you want and just protect them as best as you can. Another question I get is an admin trade free? Now that is either a yes or a no. It all determines on what player A and player B want. Usually I do recommend anything over $15 to get tracking, just for another added insurance. So if either player wants to have tracking with this, then I would recommend that player to send in the amount needed to provide the tracking for his trade. That's pretty much a basic rule. I mean, if you want tracking, it's going to cost a couple dollars. I mean, it's not going to be like $15, $20. It's like $2-3, something like that. But in big trades like this, I do recommend that you do have tracking. $3 is not a lot. I mean, it's really there just to help with that extra insurance for each player. So is an admin trade free? Yes and no. It all depends on what player A or player B want from that trade.
The cons of this, there really isn't any cons except for the fact that, say if player A sent out a bent Blue Eyes, or vice versa, yeah, for the crush cards, that both players, the admin will contact both players after looking at it, saying that one copy is faulty, not in the condition it was meant to be
Damaged.
We would ask if there would be a compromise between both the players. If not, we'll send back to the original players. So they will have to start either replacing it to trade again, or the trade would not happen at all.
Another con is this is adding another person into the trade transaction, so it will take a little bit longer versus you just trading directly with each party. But then again, the whole reason why you're doing this is because one player may not have enough references, he may be new, or it's a really big trade and you just want to be 100% safe and have that extra insurance. I mean, it doesn't really cost you anything to do this. Only thing, it just takes a little bit longer, and you might have to provide a little bit for additional tracking. But then again, that's all up to the players. So it's a win-win for everybody. It's one of the safest ways to do online trading. Again, if anything were to come arise or go wrong, each player would be notified. Each player would be provided proof of pictures, videos, either damage or lost cards or missing cards in the trade.
And another question would be, are the admins trusted? Well, the said admins would have done X amount of online trades, not just admin trades, but personal trades. That will build up their own references and whatnot. That would tell you in itself that admins should be trusted.
I mean, then again, you can always ask. You should never be afraid to ask for an admin's reference. They should always be happy to show you their references, be happy to provide that extra comfort for each party involved. If you don't feel comfortable doing the trade, then by golly, don't do the trade.
when people are asking me if are admin trades or online trades in general worth it, I would tell them yes, but if any position that you feel uncomfortable about the trade, don't do it at all, because that will lead to suspicion saying, oh, this other guy is a scammer, blah 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 blah. He doesn't have enough references, myself doesn't have enough references. It will lead to a lot of problems and questioning, that kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so like again, back like to what I was saying earlier, just make sure you feel comfortable doing these trades. I mean, there's no pressure just because you want certain cards. I mean, there's always cards out there, so if you're not comfortable doing the trade, then don't do it. I mean, tomorrow's another day. You can always find more trades the next day and the next day after that. There's no real pressure here to gotta get those blue eyes or whatever cards you're looking for. We're trying to just provide the safest, most comfortable way for online trades to be done. And everybody wins.